Was saying it is the best way to protect people and businesses in our state. Governor Polis hands down a statewide mask mandate. The news comes as positive coronavirus cases tick up in Colorado. That order goes into place tonight at midnight. Says people 10 and older need to wear a mask over their nose and mouth in any public indoor space. CBS 4 News at 5, also streaming right now on CBSN Denver. Well, before today's order, many Colorado counties already had a similar order in place, and some cities as well. This week, we reported on how several counties and cities had or were thinking about opting out of such orders, including Bennett, Brighton, Castle Rock, Commerce City, Glendale, and Parker. Rick Sounder joins us live in Denver tonight with more on what this new statewide mandate means. Rick?
Well, Karen, the announcement came here at the governor's mansion earlier today. As you mentioned, it'll take effect in just a few hours. How long will this mandate last? At least 30 days, unless extended if necessary, in order to beat back this deadly virus. What was a hodgepodge of conflicting rules and regulations is now a statewide mandate.
I'm signing an executive order that's effective at midnight tonight that requires that every Coloradan age 10 and up wear a mask or face covering whenever they're in any public indoor space.
His decision was backed by the presence of the mayors of Denver and Aurora and a lot of information that the virus spread is getting worse.
And so what I'm showing you today is the most recently fit model to our hospitalization that is showing some pretty rapid acceleration in the number of hospitalizations occurring in the state.
Here are some details. You do not have to wear a mask outside. You must wear one if you are entering or inside any business. Companies or stores that don't enforce it could lose their licenses.
Heard from businesses who've asked for support and signage, and we've supported that. But we've also heard from residents who report when they see a violation or someone not wearing a mask in public.
Failure to wear a mask when required can carry civil or criminal penalties, such as trespassing.
Look, we have a choice in Colorado, either more mask wearing and more attention to social distancing, or more damage to our economy and loss of life.
This comes at a time that a lot of visitors are coming to Colorado from other states, but the governor did not go so far yet as to impose a quarantine on those who come in from states where the virus is running even more rampant. In Denver, Rick Salinger, covering Colorado First.
Thank you, Rick. Well, there are some people speaking out against this new mandate. State House Minority Leader Patrick Neville said he has retained legal counsel with the intent to sue. Colorado is not where it was in April. In a statement, the Republicans said that we cannot let fear control us, and the governor still has not clearly laid out the metrics for success in combating COVID-19.